kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
What's up, buddy? You like to steal mail? You like to steal mail? Yeah? You like to steal mail? Huh? 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 You like to steal mail? You like to steal mail, mother? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Where are you going? Huh? Oh! Huh? Help him out, dude. He put on the exact same hat from the wanted poster. He had that exact same dumb look on his face, like, huh? He then got on the exact same scooter and had the exact same duffel bag. And the cops were like, are you sure? And I went, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. He looked like Sloth from the Goonies had a baby with Shrek. And that's what this man looked like. Big receding hairline, 6'4", just, I don't mean to do this. Well, make an example out of you. You push us long enough, we're going to make an example out of you. I was going to duct tape him to the telephone pole, but the police were like, no, that's dead.
All right, I think you went a little bit too far with that. But
Nope.
I'm not talking about his words. I'm talking about just destroying the vehicle. What's up?
Sometimes you gotta.
How you there?
You gotta send a strong message, Richard. Don't come back to that fucking town.
Yeah, I mean, you're just stealing other people's mail for what reason? Maybe
Because he's Sloth.
when he did that, dude, I just lost it. Yeah, that same dumb look on his face.
That guy's from Florida. He lives in California, but he's definitely a Florida guy. That's definitely a Florida guy fucking interview right there. And he was like, doo-doo-doo. And I was like, cool. You want to steal it? I'll kick your ass, man. Like, yeah, that's a Florida man living in California.
What up, Rhoda? How you doing, Muffin? We got Lenny with us, Jenno in the house. Let's see, we got anybody else? I thought I saw, yeah, Carolyn Hall. We got Carolyn with us. All right, Muffin's on that side. So is Rick. And Amanda's on that side, Jonathan. All right.
Amanda says Richard isn't allowed unsupervised access to X anymore.
No. I told you. I told you. Straight up told you, do not give me access. And you did.
I know. What could be the worst that could happen?
What could be
the worst? By the way, we have no X account anymore. Oh, great.
What's the worst that could happen when you follow just the craziest, stupidest shit and then hand me control of that crazy, stupid shit? What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, you saw, okay?
We got banned. So now it's off-label pod 1 on X. Off-label pod 1, the number 1 on X.
It is in the pinned comment right there for everybody. If you want to go follow. I have nothing to do with it. I just want to make that note.
Yeah. It'll be part of the context, but yeah.
I will not be in the replies. All right.
You do like that troglodyte word, I'll tell you that.
Dude, it's funny. It's funny. And if they can survive in any situation, they become a tardigrade. You know, kind of like what's his name? David Packman and Brian Tyler Cohen. They'll survive anywhere. They're fucking tardigrades. But yeah,
retards.
But,
Phil DeFranco's becoming one of them too.
I would tell you, you know, Trump thinks he's in the White House now, and he thinks he can get away with anything he wants. But, you know, and that's not how it works. That's not how America works. You can't just do it. Shut up, Phil. You and your stupid, dumb fucking announcer voice and your skinny ass fucking microphone. Shut the fuck. And then you think he's the liberal Ben Shapiro. And now I'm going to sell you some gold. You want some gold? You can get some real Eurasian gold. And then buy you with the gold. You can buy a plot in Scotland right next to me. That's where I'm getting buried. Hopefully fucking soon.
What the fuck just happened?
Phil DeFranco just... I don't know, he interviewed Hassan Piker the other day, and he's just like... He comes on, and you're just like, shut the fuck up. Like Aaron Parnassus, or whatever the fuck his name, and Harry Style Cunt, whatever his name is too. They just come up on your screen, you go, oh, why? Fucking why?
Because that's your algorithm. I don't see that shit.
You don't have an algorithm. That's why you're not allowed on social media. You're not allowed unsupervision on social media.
Hey, I do have an X account that I use here that I rarely ever use. I don't really ever comment with. I will once in a while.
But it was a good day. Liberals were fucking melting all over the world today, huh?
Dude.
Everybody's melting down because of this Trump. Trump's taking over DC.
All right. Before we begin this here, I do want y'all to understand. Not a single citizen should be living in that 10 square miles of DC. That's what it was designed to be. 10 square miles under the federal jurisdiction of the government. Not a single citizen is supposed to be living there. There should be no reason why it even should have a fucking mayor. Okay? But taking control of the Metropolitan Police Department is somehow a bad move, right? Calling in the National Guard to help is somehow a bad move. This is fucking...
To everyone except Muriel Bowser, who said, yes, that's fine.
Yeah, but she also saw what happened when she denied those motherfuckers on January 6th.
Yeah. And now she was just like, sure, right this way, Mr. President, anything you'd like. Sure, what do you need? You need coffee?
This comes from CNN, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be epic.
The podium. Let's listen.
Oh, that's way too loud
I've
for
been up here
me.
a lot. I've never seen a crowd like this. I think we need a ballroom, and that's happening. It's going to be a beautiful ballroom. This is really a lot of people, most I've ever seen in this room. And we're here for a very serious purpose, Something's out of control, but we're going to put it in control very quickly like we did on the southern border. I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse. This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back. Under the authorities vested in me as the President of the United States, I'm officially invoking Section 740 of the District of Columbia Home Rule Act. You know what that is? And placing the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department under direct federal control, and you'll be meeting the people that will be directly involved with that. Very good people, but they're tough, and they know what's happening. And they've done it before. In addition, I'm deploying the National Guard to help reestablish law, order, and public safety in Washington, D.C., and they're going to be allowed to do their job properly. And you people are victims of it, too. You know, you're reporters, and I understand a lot of you tend to be on the liberal side, but you don't want to get mugged and raped and shot and killed. And you all know people and friends of yours that happened. And so you can be anything you want, but you want to have safety in the streets. You want to be able to leave your apartment or your house where you live.
It was worse than that.
And feel safe and go into a store
I
and buy
ride
a
the line in
newspaper
the
or buy
shorts.
something.
I crossed that
And you
line
don't
on,
have that now.
on X.
The murder rate in Washington today is higher than that of Bogota.
Look, I want y'all to understand this. DC Metropolitan Police is the actual source right here. Okay? 2024 to 2025 year-to-date comparison. Homicides down 12%, sex abuse down 49%, assault with dangerous weapon down 20%, robbery down 28%.
Colombia, Mexico City, some of the places that you hear about as being the worst places on earth, much higher. This is much higher. The number of cars.
Violent crime in DC 2023 to 2024, it went down 35%. You mean when they stopped reporting?
No.
2024 to 2025, it went down 26%. Okay, let's say crime was actually going down, like they're reporting. That means crime had to be at an all-time high under Biden, right?
Yeah.
For it to drop that much, that quickly, unless you were flipping the numbers.
Thefts has doubled over the past 5 years, and the number of carjackings has more than tripled. Murders in 2023 reached the highest rate probably ever. They say 25 years, but they don't know what that means because it just goes back 25 years. Can't be worse. Our capital city has been overtaken by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged out maniacs and homeless people. And we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're not going to take it. Just like we did on our southern border. Nobody comes through our southern border anymore. 3 months in a row, we had zero. I don't know if that's right, but the people that do the work, it's a very liberal group of people, actually, and they actually said zero for the last 3 months. Nobody thought a thing like that was possible. And, you know, when you say take a look at numbers, I just saw some charts. These are different cities throughout the world. Red is okay. The red is
Okay.
Washington,
No,
D.C.
it's not.
Look at these. Baghdad we doubled up on Baghdad. Panama City, Brasilia, San Jose, Costa Rica, Bogota, Colombia, heavy drugs. Mexico City, I mentioned, Lima, Peru.
How the fuck does Washington, D.C. have the highest homicide rate over all of these countries? The capitals of all these countries? How the fuck is that possible, dude?
Because it's per capita.
Yeah.
But-
All double and triple what they are. So do you want to live in places like that? I don't think so. I don't think so. And I think the people in this room, if you wrote correctly, you'd see, look at the kind of numbers we have. DC, 41 per 100,000, number one that we can find anywhere in the world. Other cities are pretty bad, but they're not as bad as that. That where you want to live?
It'd be great if it was a screenshot from CNN. If you just wrote CNN right on top of it. Look at CNN.
41
Because that's what they're doing.
per 100,000. 41 per 100,000. That means if there's 1 million people, that's 410 murders. That means if there's 10 million people, that is 4,100 murders. 41 people out of 100,000 die in DC.
A day?
No, per capita per year.
Oh. That's like
Borders of the
one a
world.
day.
Not
More
one a
than one a
day.
day.
No, 41. You'd have to get 365 for that.
Oh, yeah.
41. That's like one
Yeah.
every 3 months or so.
I did the wrong math. I did the wrong. I made a division when I'm supposed to subtract and add and divide.
Yeah.
Juvenile life offenders and crimes against persons, as they say. It's getting worse.
You're right, Rhoda.
Not getting better, it's getting worse. And we had a
They say crime
recent
is down. They're not talking
indication,
about national. It's
and
not DC.
there was a story
itself.
Yeah.
They're the
about a
top
man
five.
who was just left. He quit because he was asked to do phony numbers on crime. And we're going to look into that. I think Pam is going to be looking into that. But he was asked by the city.
It's interesting that he says that. It's interesting that he says that because you remember this story, right? DC police
Yeah,
commander
I pulled it
suspended.
up too.
He's the changing crime statistics. This was on July 18th. We covered this one.
Yep.
This right here.
Make it
He
bigger.
was sitting there saying, yeah. Where is it? I'll keep it at 150. He was sitting here saying that, he was asked to change the crime statistics here. And, he's just like, nah, I can't be doing this. And felt like they were attacking him over it.
No, they were calling. Where is it? Go down. Go down.
Which
It's
one?
right after that. When our members, this was the whatchamacallit, the head of the PBA,
Oh, so
the
this
union
is a
leader.
different one then.
No, it's the same one. It's the same one. Because remember, this is the one. Yeah, the union was saying our members are
Oh, okay,
respond to the scene of a felony offense, and then
Felony occurred, and inevitably there was a lieutenant or captain that would show up on the scene and direct those members to take a report for a lesser offense. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we were talking about with the whole thing of it was just like, hey, this is supposed to be a felony offense here,
Yeah.
but we call it down to make it look good, and now they look at it and just be well, this shouldn't be this classification. They kick it out, and now they look good because they had a higher case that never actually happened.
Well, yeah, it says when management officials will direct the officers to take reports for felony assault, or if they're just going back into the police database and changing offenses to felony assault. Felony assault is not a category of crime that's listed on the department's daily crime stats. It's also not something that is a requirement of the FBI Uniform Crime Reporting Program.
Yeah.
So that's why, because they were telling them to make it felony assaults, because felony assaults aren't recorded.
Right.
So they would get to a homicide or something like that, or a felony, and they'd call it something else. I think it's somewhere. And it said, as of last Monday, when News 4 broke the Pemberton,
DC.
spoke with Pemberton, crime data showed violent crime was down 28% Thursday. And the department's website said violent crime is down 25% when compared to the same time last year, and overall crime is down 8%. And that's what CNN was using, but it says that's preposterous. Pemberton said, "There's absolutely no way crime is down. It could be down 28%. Last year, they suggested that it was down 34%. Yeah. So they were telling them the lieutenants or whatever, and the sergeants were telling them to make it a lesser crime. So so it's gonna look like crime is down.
You know what the height of crime is, but they're actually talking about, like, I saw that graph about it. There was a graph somebody had from 2005 to 2024, 2025, something like that. Like, it had this line, and it had a huge spike right around the end of Donald Trump's term. You know, when they were laying siege to DC. All those crimes that happened
COVID,
for that whole fucking month.
and COVID was happening.
No, it actually dropped. But remember,
During COVID?
how they were doing just like yes. But remember, we're not showing the numbers. We're not reporting the system. And then everything looked like it was falling. But once it came back, you saw those huge bumps and everything after they filled in the information. Yeah. Biden was doing all that too. across the fucking country to make it look like people weren't doing shit. It's the same fucking thing. But that whole rise back in the siege of DC, that was the point in time where they're just like, this is this big bump we're comparing to. Yes, it's gone down 34%. Since nobody's trying to attack the White House, it's gone down 34%. That's their point of reference.
For taking a picture outside of a church. That's why they rioted and almost lit the White House on fire.
Yeah, that's what it was about, right? Okay.
Stupid motherfuckers.
But yeah, that was the one I was talking about there. With the thing of the dude saying that he was asked for this to change the crime words.
They work.
We don't want
He
to
was
show the
asked
real
to change
numbers.
the
Let me
words
do
of
numbers
words.
so it looks like it's going down. Not going down. And under Biden, it was a disaster. And nobody did anything about it. We're going to do things about it like you wouldn't believe. It's time for dramatic
Could you
action. We
imagine
can do
him
the
like
same thing over-
dirty talking? I'm going to do things to you that you wouldn't even believe. Oh, what are you going to do to me, Donald? What are you going to do to me? Things you wouldn't believe. Well,
It's
tell
gonna
me.
be huge.
You know. I'm going to do that thing.
Don't do
It's
that.
gonna
Don't
be
do that with
huge.
his voice. That'd be creepy as fuck. Oh.
You want to see China?
I'm gonna fly you to China. All right, stop.
Come
I mean, it's
here,
gonna be
lick
a
my
very
sweaty
city
balls.
version. We're not looking to
I heard they're the nicest balls ever.
because a lot of people die in
I've been
years,
told.
and we've got incredible people
It's
in this
fucking
country.
disgusting.
Except we have to allow them to do their job, and that we will deliver like nobody's ever delivered before. I actually think it's easy. You know, if you're competent, it's easy. If you're incompetent, it's impossible.
It'll be a big, beautiful orgasm.
We're doing this, aren't we?
But I'm very competent. Last week, my administration
Blame Adam.
surged 500 federal agents into the district
I was hoping you wouldn't
Including-
see that one.
from the FBI, ATF,
I'm gonna grab them by their
DEA, Park
heartstrings.
Police, the U.S. Marshal Service,
And
the
their
Secret
G-strings.
Service, and the Department of
You just grab him by the testicles and tell him to cough.
Homeland Security. You know, a lot of nations. They don't
If
have
she's a
anything.
Democrat.
They got
What up,
some,
Teresa?
some police,
What's up, B1?
and they're
Adam.
rough police. They don't have DEA, ATF, FBI, Park Police,
How you
U.S.
doing, kid?
Marshal Service, Secret Service, Department of Homeland Security. They got some police, but they're rough police, and they do their job. They don't have crime. We're not gonna have crime either. They made dozens of arrests, and that's what starts to happen. Again, cashless bail. Watch what we do with that. Today, we're formally declaring.
How long do you think it's gonna?
What?
They're gonna
What
spend
should we
it?
do with that?
How long-
Ooh, the media?
no, how long?
Oh, I
do you-
got it.
No. How long?
Oh,
do
no,
you, Wait. How long do
Okay,
you
go ahead.
think they're gonna spin it for him to say we're not gonna have crime in DC to be like somebody got arrested? Oh my God! I thought he said no crime. Already?
Yeah, it's probably on CNN right now as we speak.
God damn it! Let's go to you.
Well, I mean, listen, I got a bunch of shit. So this is, first of all, do you see this little Chiron
I
right
thought you
here?
had something on this. Okay, let's go.
Well, it's kind of, it goes with this, but you see this little Chiron right here?
John Leguizamo,
Yeah, he's on, what channel is this?
MSNBC.
Yeah, now you know why he did what he did on fucking Jon Stewart's show, right?
Right.
Now you get it. Now you get it.
Yeah, he's got.
Now
his
you
show.
get it. He's got a show on MSNBC.
This is gonna get retarded.
Wonder why he was saying that he's a far leftist, and then look, here he is on MSNBC. But this says MSNBC tries to bait DC Mayor Miriam Bowser into making the federalizing of DC a race issue. It doesn't go as planned. She ends up agreeing with the DC that DC needs a lot of help. Come Monday, 10 a.m., President Trump will describe exactly what he's going to do to help.
One of the things that we have seen over and over from the president, from his team, Stephen Miller saying it's like Baghdad in Ethiopia. They seem to hold their harshest criticism sometimes for cities that are majority black and brown. Do you see that, and what do you think that means?
I wonder why. It's for the majority of black and brown people.
This, out of everything, this dumb motherfucker is going to sit there and ask what a black woman thinks about police in her area. Not only that, the fuck? Okay. How is this allowed on air?
Because it's MSNBC.
No, that's just straight up racist as fuck.
Yep.
I think that
I'm just gonna call it out. I don't know how it's racist. I just felt like saying that. Black people asking black people about how they feel about police. I don't know how that's. I'm just gonna call it. It's racist. I'm just playing. Not really, but yeah. Go ahead.
Let's go back and as
I've seen over and over from the president, from his team, Stephen Miller saying it's like Baghdad in Ethiopia. They seem to hold their harshest criticism sometimes for cities that are majority black and brown. Do you see that, and what do you think that means?
Well, I mean, you do have a point with that, though.
But I
Majority
thought
black and brown.
I thought majority black and brown cities had the least amount of crime. I thought blue states didn't have any crime.
But yet, didn't Kathy Hochul send the National Guard into the subways?
Yeah, but I thought blue states didn't have any crime. They keep telling us that red states have more of the gun crimes and more crimes overall over blue states. How come? So then why would Trump be going after blue states, which are majority black and brown people, apparently?
It's a weird way of getting back to that, but yes. I mean, you got a point with it. It's
I think that
majority black and brown states. There is nowhere where states are majority black and brown. If you make up 13% of the whole population of the United States, there is not a single state where you are the majority of.
Well, that's what he said.
Well, I mean, he's just stupid, but I just
yeah.
realized how stupid that was. All right, I can understand like black and brown communities. I get you, majority of those. I can understand where you're trying to get to, but there ain't a state that's majority black and brown. Not a damn one.
Gina?
Go ahead. What up, Gina? Buds, how you
been
doing?
dealing kind of with this issue for a number of years. It's kind of easy fodder on the campaign trail. But now we're talking about governing, and my job is to focus on making sure our city is running well, and people enjoy a great quality of life. And I think we're doing a really good job. We do need the federal government's help, as I mentioned, because they have an outsized influence on our criminal justice system. We need more prosecutors. We need more judges. There are other ways to help. Even we want to rebuild our jail, and there are ways.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's not really surprising when she was implicated in the January 6th shit about how she denied the National Guard.
Yeah.
Out of optics. And now this motherfucker's like, I'm federalizing these motherfuckers. And she's just like, oh, God. I survived that one. There ain't no way I can do it again.
Yeah. Because this time she doesn't have Pelosi to back her up.
Oh, I got something on that, brother. Go ahead.
She doesn't have Pelosi to back her up, so of course, Pelosi was Speaker of the House then, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got something on that
Yeah,
too.
she'd have-
Go ahead.
And now, what? She thinks Mike Johnson is gonna back her? I mean, he's a pussy. He's a pussy, but I don't think he'd back her on this.
Definitely not
this-
January 6th.
But you know, this is where he lives too. This is his backyard also.
Right.
So yeah, I don't think he'd agree with her. I think he'd federalize them anyway.
That the feds can help with that, but also just doing their part, cutting the grass, fixing the fountains, making sure that federal law enforcement is doing all of the policing that they can do. And I just have to say thank you to MPS, FBI, ATF.
Wait, so the FBI is going to mow their grass and cut their lawns? Huh?
And we want to rebuild our jail, and there are ways that the feds can help with that. But also just doing their part, cutting the grass, fixing the fountains, making.
The feds are responsible for cutting the grass and fixing the fountains? The FBI is going to come and mow their lawn.
So what?
I mean, I thought they got rid of all
the point of you being mayor of DC then?
It's a good question.
If the federal government is supposed to take care of that 10 square miles, what is your job? No answer? That's a great explanation, ma'am.
Sure that federal law enforcement is doing all of the policing that they can do. And I just have to say thank you to MPS, FBI, ATF, who always work cooperatively with us, and we expect that they will again.
So yeah. So she agreed with Trump and said, yeah, no, I welcome it this time. Because last time I was fucking stupid.
And this time I ain't got to do shit.
Yep.
Just sit
Go ahead,
back and
take
just
it.
say, yeah, he's got control now. Fuck him. Whatever.
Yep. It's the president's fault. Now she gets to just anything happens, like you said, first person that dies, it's under the jurisdiction of the federal government. Like, what are we? I can't do anything about it.
Right. It's a
Mayor.
scapegoat out. What is your point?
Yeah.
What is the point of you then? What is the point of your existence in our government system? If the federal government is taking care of the land that you were supposed to be taking care of, then why are we paying you? But on this fun, Davey, Hillary Clinton chiming in here. As you listen to an unhinged Trump try to justify deploying the National Guard in D.C., here's the reality. Violent crime in D.C. is at a 30-year low. This bitch is using manipulated fucking data that her herself probably has firsthand knowledge of, or if not involved in. Notice.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Of course. Always.
Because of this reason.
That's always how it is.
It's because of this reason. Nancy Pelosi posted, Donald Trump delayed deploying the National Guard on January 6th when our capital was under violent attack and lives were at stake. Now he's activating the D.C. Guard to distract from his incompetent mishandlings of tariffs, healthcare, and education and immigration. Just to name a few blunders. Dude, guess who responded to this?
I think I saw. Who was it?
Capitol Police Chief Stephen's son. Former Capitol
That's
Police
right.
Chief Stephen's son. He posted and said, ma'am, it's a long past time. We have to be honest with the American people. On January 3rd, I requested the National Guard assistance, but your Sergeant-at-Arms denied it. Under federal law 2 U.S. Code 1970, I was prohibited from calling them without specific approval. That same day, Carol Corbin and the Pentagon offered National Guard support, but I was forced to decline because I lacked the legal authority. On January 6th, while the Capitol was under attack and my desperate repeated calls, your Sergeant-at-Arms again denied my urgent request for over 70 agonizing minutes, running it up the chain for your approval. When I needed assistance, it was denied. Yet when it suited you, you ordered fencing topped with concertina wire and surrounded the Capitol with thousands of armed National Guard troops. Yes. As soon as they came in, everything was done. They went around, took some pictures, put some shit up, and fucking defended that area.
Yep.
If that's not the biggest fucking clue for you. They waited 70 fucking 1 minutes to call him in while Nancy Pelosi was on video from her own daughter's fucking documentary footage. Nancy Pelosi was on video calling people like, what was it, Kevin McCarthy and everybody else. I hope you're okay. Where you at? But just be safe. Get to do this, do that, do that. While everything was going to fuck down, she's talking to other people instead of doing her fucking duties and saying, okay, call in the fucking National Guard. This needs to be done now. Get them the fuck up out of here. Are you fucking kidding me? And this has nothing to, oh, well, I thought the president has ultimate control over the National Guard. Yeah, you stupid son of a bitch. That's just chain of command. It's the president, the vice president only if the president's incapacitated, and Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House has control over that in the D.C. area. The Sergeant-at-Arms has to get permission from Speaker of the House from anybody's request. If you know anything about the kind of structure, okay, it's loosely like that. Okay, it's not exactly. I forget exactly the chain of command and how that actually works out as far as requests go. But she did not give Stephen Son the authorization. Muriel Bowser denied it back on January 3rd. When he requested him, she denied it. And then it was on Nancy Pelosi because they did put them on standby anyway. Those 5,000 fucking guards were put on standby. They were about 1.5 miles away in a fucking parking garage. They were seeing shit go the fuck down and couldn't do anything about it until they got the call, which roughly around 71 fucking minutes. Nancy Pelosi then gave the okay after everything was done. Fucked up, ain't it?
Yeah.
I hope this goes further. I hope this goes fucking further because this is going to be an awesome fucking turnaround with all this shit.
I hope it does too. But once again, I guess I'm just I'm in that they're not going to do a fucking thing, or they're not going to be allowed to do a fucking thing. They're going to get their fucking feet. They're going to get tied behind their back.
You're right. What can we do about
everything's going to get. Obama's going to claim presidential fucking exemption. Dude, or whatever it is.
No, you can't. Information on the psychological warfare on the American people is not a presidential act. You can't claim presidential immunity. The Supreme Court said that. There is a difference between presidential acts and non-presidential acts, which was why they were sitting there battling. Nah, we don't like this because it's worded this way. There is a difference between this. Go back and separate all your shit, and then we can talk about what's presidential and what's not. It was, God, what was that about? I forget what it was for. One of the, yeah, it was a Jack Smith one, I think.
For which one? For the presidential immunity?
Yeah. Yeah, that was Jack Smith's case.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Supreme Court heard it. And they're just like, no, look, there are some things that are presidential acts in this, and there are some things that are not presidential acts in this. Take it all back. Take out the ones that are presidential and represent. That's what happened. So if this is going on right here, no, I'm sorry. Using official means to circumvent our lawfare, to spy on, to well, I'm not gonna say blaspheme, but to slander, to denigrate a political opponent is not above anything. But the way that was gone about, yes, that was informational and psychological warfare on the people themselves. Absolutely not.
Rick with the dono. Thank you very much, Rick. Even if they investigate her, they will claim she's old, frail person with a poor memory who can't be prosecuted.
Right.
And that she shit herself or she's too drunk.
Yeah, because they're already saying that she's got problems. Yeah, you know, she's already dying. God damn it.
But here, after what time was this? This was today at 3:31. After CNN decided to do the fact checks with with Trump as his speech was going on, they had somebody on, and this is what was said.
And I think Mayor Bowser may also know that there's an ongoing investigation in her police department over the potentially manipulation of those statistics. That there have been a downclassing of some of the crimes, there's been a massaging of the numbers and the reporting in order to fit them more beneficially into the FBI crime stats. So she may know some things that National Democrats are not paying attention to.
Gee, why would the National Democrats pay attention to that kind of shit?
I don't know.
Why would they mention any of that? Are you trying to say that they're just liars and they're lying to us?
Oh, all the time. Go ahead.
But if you didn't see also, let's go with this one first. This DC put out a curfew. And once again, liberals, progressives who don't know how to fucking listen, who don't know how to fucking read, don't understand what's happening. Listen to who he blames for the curfew.
So now there's the DC curfew with a map. And this is just another step that Mustache Man did before he started killing people. Guys, it is time to start burning shit. I've said it a few times now. We need to start burning shit. There needs to be a consequence. We can't just let fascism take over.
You have been. For the past fucking decade, you have been. Let's not forget it was you motherfuckers that were saying abolish all cops, and then they're like, that's incredibly fucking stupid. Fine, how about defund the motherfuckers? No. Fine, give them more fucking training then. They gotta have a lot more gun safety training. Cool. Let's build a gun safety range down there in Atlanta, Georgia. No, fascist cop thing must die. You firebomb every goddamn time you turn the fuck around, dude. You have been burning shit. Okay.
We can't let Orange Mustache Man, Cinnamon Hitler, we can't let him just do whatever he wants. DC, LA has already set the example of how you can fight back. Boston fucking went hard on it, and you guys need to be on the ground destroying shit. You need to be difficult. You need to say fuck no to this new Hitler. I ain't dealing with the Fourth Reich, so I need for you guys to sack up while you're there. I'll see you.
Comrades. What?
By the way, I'm sorry, Richard. What is that? What does this little blue emblem say over here?
Metropolitan?
Can you read it?
Metropolitan
Police. Who put the fucking curfew on?
Metropolitan Police. Juvenile.
Yeah, and he said Trump did it. This is what happens. They put a curfew on just before they went on and started killing people.
So now there's a DC curfew with a map. And this is just another step that Mustache Man did before he started killing people.
Wait. So Karen Bass is Mustache Man.
And so is the Metropolitan Police.
But Karen Bass ordered a curfew in LA while y'all were rioting. So Karen Bass is Mustache Man.
Yeah, anybody who puts a curfew on apparently is Mustache Man. Like I said, progressives have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
I was having a good day.
But yeah, this is a juvenile curfew. Why? Because there's kids around fucking firebombing things.
Yes.
So yeah, starting Sunday, August 10th through Wednesday, August 13th. So there's only a couple days. And it's 11 o'clock. Why are your kids out at 11 o'clock on a Sunday through Wednesday when they're supposed to be at school? Oh, I know. Never mind.
11 o'clock at night, they're supposed to be at school?
No, they're supposed to be in bed for school in the morning.
Juvenile curfew zone.
Oh, no, there's no school yet. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, the 6
Never mind.
p.m.
It's still
to 11
August.
p.m.
I forgot. Spencer's going back to school next week, and I'm like, he's got to go back to. He's got a bedtime.
Well, they all have different.
Yeah.
They all have different times to come back to schools and things from different areas. But I don't know when theirs are. But 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. No juvenile can be on the streets at 6 to 11. Hey, that has time to go out sightseeing and buying shit, ain't it? The citywide
11 p.m.
curfew.
to 6 a.m.
Okay, so nobody
Juvenile
can be out.
zone, 8 p.m.
Nobody can be out from 11 to 6.
And then the juvenile curfew is 8 to 11.
Juveniles are from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Everybody else
It's a
is
citywide.
Yeah, juvenile curfew means
No,
juveniles.
It says citywide, 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Juvenile curfew, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay, so it's 8 p.m. It looks like 6 on my side. Okay, so yeah. 8 p.m. to 11.
They have to be in.
And then it goes. It's juveniles first, and then everybody else at 11 p.m.
And then city.
Juveniles just have to go home 2 hours earlier. So at 8 o'clock, all motherfuckers must be inside.
3 hours, yeah.
All small motherfuckers.
But once again, it's the fucking orange man's fault, right? You stupid fucking. And here's more people.
What can we do?
DC police say crime is down across the city, but if you ask DC neighborhoods, their perception, how they feel, is unsafe.
From drug deals
Had a shooting here 2 days ago.
to bullets flying not far from where kids were playing at the Kennedy Rec Center.
What can we do to make sure that it's safe for the kids?
Neighbors from the Shaw, Mount Vernon Square, and Mount Vernon Triangle neighborhoods say they're fed up.
In the past 4 weeks, we've had 3 shootings.
Stephen McCarty is the ANC for the area. He organized this week's public safety walk.
We need to bring everyone together because this is happening here.
On hand to hear their concerns,
Why?
DC Police 3rd District Commander Sean Connors.
And I can tell you right now, we have less shootings here than we had at this point last year.
He told them that, by the numbers, crime is
I'm sorry. What color shirt's he wearing?
Who?
White? This guy right here.
Oh, yeah.
He's wearing a white shirt, right? Ah, I guess he was one of the guys telling people to do lesser crimes.
Do lesser crimes.
down. In fact, DC Police
Charge for lesser crimes. That's what I meant. Yeah, do lesser crimes. Come on, guys.
Just do
Come
lesser
on, guys.
crimes,
Get out there
man.
and do lesser crimes. Steal less cars. Steal less shoes. And TVs at Walmart.
Shoplift
Please, guys.
more if you have to. Go ahead. Whatever. Just do it.
No, please don't. Don't do it as much. Just for now.
In fact, DC Police say crime is down across the entire city.
Does anyone here actually think that?
Oh, no.
But
He
if you
ain't
ask these
just
DC neighbors-
chased anyone for a
Such
minute.
lack and disconnect.
No. He may be chased after a fucking burrito, but that's about it.
No, he made the burrito chase him.
think that?
But if you ask these DC neighbors,
It shows such a lack and disconnect between what you're trying to sell versus what we're experiencing.
their perception, how they feel, is unsafe. From drug deals,
Yeah, people feel unsafe.
I don't
even
doubt 'em,
even
or
news,
don't blame
even
'em.
newscasters from NBC.
We've been talking so much about the numbers, and yeah, usually that's how you play devil's advocate, is you talk about, oh, well, stats say crime is
ABC
down.
News.
However, I can tell you firsthand here in downtown D.C. where we work, right here around our bureau, just in the past 6 months, there were 2 people shot. 1 person died, literally 2 blocks down here from the bureau. It was within the last 2 years that I actually was jumped walking just 2 blocks down from here. And then just this morning, one of my coworkers said her car was stolen a block away from.
Just this morning, her coworker's car was stolen.
Interesting.
Crime's down, folks. Crime is down.
The bureau, so we can talk
Violent
about the
crime
numbers.
is down. Again, he told him to do
going
everything
down.
else. Don't go kill people.
You're right. Don't go kill. Do
Just-
lesser crimes.
Yeah, don't go kill people. Just smack them. I guess. I don't know how that fucking works. How do you charge down?
I don't. Homicide goes to self-defense.
I'm not a law.
But
I'm not a crime data kind of person, so I don't know.
I have no idea.
Crime is happening every single day because we're all experiencing it firsthand while working and living down here.
Zit picker, Davey. It's a uniform ass. Shut up, Ken.
What up, Penguin? What you doing, Andrea? Or how you doing, Andrea? I'm sorry. What are you doing? Why are you here?
What are you doing? But the panic is already setting in DC, ladies and gentlemen.
Getting reaction from DC council members.
We are, Pamela and Wolf. This coming into CNN from Council Member Charles Allen of the 6th Ward in DC. His post is, quote, "The president taking over local control of MPD and putting the U.S. military onto the streets of D.C. under the guise of public safety is wrong. It's an extreme, outrageous, and dangerous move for our city and the safety of all of our residents." He's the first city council member to react to this whole thing. None of them had reacted really last week to this in any real measure.
So he's opposed to having more cops on the street and more people to stop crime because
Orange Man.
Yeah. Basically.
I mean, that's the
this
only
is the
thing I
first
can
time
think
a city
of.
council.
I mean, yeah.
Why else would you not want somebody to come over and take care of crime?
Well,
Why would you want somebody to come stay?
unless you wanted crime to run out people real quick before you had to start forcing people out, kind of like what they did in LA with the wildfires and then bought up the land for government use. That kind of
They
shit.
do that, really?
No,
Really?
that never happened.
Member has reacted and come out strongly on this. We're also reaching out to Mayor Muriel Bowser's office and the office of the Metropolitan Washington Police Department for their response. We started to reach out to them while this news conference was going on. No word back from them yet. The mayor has been fairly muted in her comments on this. She did speak out yesterday in an interview, but did not openly criticize the president for this. It's an extraordinary move. We have to point out, never before in American history has the U.S. president taken over control of the Metropolitan Washington, D.C. Police Department. How is this going to work on the streets? How is it going to work from a command and control standpoint? That is a huge, huge question. And of course, his threat to do this in other cities, we'll see how that plays out. I think you got to see how it really plays out here first.
Right, and we should also note that he talked about moving the homeless population in D.C.
Right.
Thousands of people far.
Yes, that's another one. He said he's moving people, the homeless, out of D.C. And the next line in his thing is, "We will help them find a place."
Yes. Yes.
The next line is, "We will help them find a place." But they're just, once again, they're doing the same thing about the good people on both sides.
Yep.
They're stopping the quote where the important part is, where he says we are going to move the homeless out of DC, and we will help them find a place, and then the criminals will come get you after that.
He hates the blacks. He hates the gays. He hates the transes. He hates the Jews. He hates everything. And every damn time, other than the trans issue, they've come out better on the other side. Every single damn one of these groups so far, except the trans thing. Because let's just be honest. Cool if you want to be in as an adult, just leave the fucking children alone. I don't care if you want to chop your dick off, just leave the fucking children out of it.
As long as I have to fucking pay for it, you can chop whatever you want off.
Oh, yeah.
You want to fucking be handless? You want to be legless? Yeah. But here, another one. Attorney General of Washington, D.C., Brian Schwab, who I think is wearing a fucking mask still. I think that's the Attorney General. I'm pretty sure. But who's wearing a fucking mask still. We cannot prosecute and arrest our way out of the rising violent crime. But crime is down. President Trump, hold my beer.
During the discussion, residents did not hold back, voicing their frustrations.
I blame the system.
Many questioning why kids aren't being held accountable.
We as a city and a community need to be much more focused on prevention.
Oh no, that's the Attorney General.
Okay.
This, I don't even know who the fuck this dude is. He's just wearing a fucking mask. Pretend to be important.
And surrounding young people and their families with resources. If we want to be safer in the long run, we cannot.
Wait, let me. This is what he says is going to help out.
Focused on prevention and surrounding young people and their families with resources. If we want to be safer in the long run.
So give them money?
If we want to be, we have to give them resources like books on how not to steal, books on how not to carjack, books on how not to rape, books on how not to murder.
Jungle gyms that have padding all over the place because God forbid they hurt themselves.
We need playgrounds that have foam padding on it so they don't hurt themselves.
You remember when we had pieces of fucking tire under our shit that we could land into?
Yeah. Yep.
Easy.
Not even. No, that was later on in life. That's like kind of now. We had fucking wood chips.
Well, yeah.
When I grew up, before they had that fucking tire shit, it was all wood chips. It was, and every fucking slide was metal and directly in the sun. Like they couldn't find a fucking shade for this bright shiny silver fucking slide. They couldn't put it in the shade. No, where's the sun hit the most? Let's put this metal slide there, and then at the end, let's take punji sticks and stick them in kids' legs, so that way, you know,
dude,
if they don't burn their ass. They got fucking things to pick out of their feet.
You remember the ball on the rope?
Yeah.
You remember trying to hit people with that?
Oh fuck yeah!
I never was your
listen. I didn't know how to
the game.
I didn't know the purpose of that game until 3 years ago. I always just thought it was just to grab the ball and try to hit your friend without them running away first.
See, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Like, that's what everybody did. No, the point's to wrap it around the fucking ball. I didn't know that till Napoleon Dynamite.
I didn't even know that I had Napoleon Dynamite. I tell you, I'm 42. I learned at 39 how to play that game for real.
When in that scene where he's just smacking it around the pole, they're playing the game, I was like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. As soon as it fully wraps, you win. Got it. God, I feel stupid.
Listen, it wasn't Spuds.
It
wasn't that much
smashing people in the face with it.
It was. Especially when they're not looking and they're right in the range. You're like, yes. Don't move. Wham!
Dude, you know what's really fucked up? I can't throw shit with my hands, right? But that shit I was deadly accurate with because I had to get an arc with it. and I knew that it was hanging from a pole. So apparently, if I can control it in that way, I'm badass. But if I have to freehand this shit, I'm completely useless. But no, dude, I just have it just like fucking arc up, come back around, and then arc back and smack them in the face because they wouldn't expect it to come back. Dude, I was fucking deadly with it.
We cannot prosecute and arrest our way out of it.
During the
And then they, of course, they cut it where he finishes it off with a way out of it of the rising crime and violence.
Right.
But yeah. But one last thing, I think, for this one.
Oh,
you think
it's Mustang shit.
You would think they would bring out speakers that could actually speak. Big words are confusing to these dumbasses. This lady can barely get a single sentence out. So there was a rally in D.C. today against his policies. I guess, you know, had nothing else to do on Monday morning.
The president has been trying to
Because they ain't got no job.
right here in the black communities and in the brown communities, having ICE kidnap our
Is she wearing a folding chair as an earring?
neighbors, having the
It looks
God
like
damn
a
it.
folding chair.
There ain't no way.
That looks like a folding chair and a giant quarter she's wearing on her other ear.
black community be harassed and profiled and
That's a goddamn chair. No, that's a fucking.
It's too blurry, but there you go. I guess she's.
Either that or it's one of them skeleton-like things you can fold up.
I'm going folding chair. Welfare chick. It's cool in the gang.
Oh, goddamn way. This is happening. Hold on. Wait. That's a goddamn chair.
Pretty sure it's a butt plug. Penguin 6 will have the true crowd size later.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we will.
When we say we won't go, that means we're not going into those mass incarceration, into their prisons and enslavement. We won't go into their ICE, what do you call his beautiful centers that he got.
Hold on.
We won't go to where
I will have them brain fumbles when I get really fucking agitated, but there ain't no goddamn way you're going to be in the middle of this speech and have that brain fumble about concentration camps.
Because I don't think she wanted to call it concentration camps. I think she was trying to, you know.
No, she wasn't supposed to call it a concentration camp.
No.
But that's where she was headed with it, yeah.
Yeah. It says centers, those concentration centers. Apparently, her brain doesn't have one.
What do you call his beautiful centers that he got. We won't go to where alligators live. Hell no, we won't go.
Wait.
So you tell me there's no black people that live where there's alligators?
Then how do you explain the black people in the South?
How do you
Even
explain Dade
Alabama's
County?
got alligators. What the fuck?
How do you explain Louisiana?
I'm sorry, if you won't go where alligators live, maybe the South will rise again. I don't fucking know. This is the weirdest shit ever. Now they're just like, hey, we're just gonna get out the South because alligators exist now.
What's this two deer? What's this two deer that she's talking about? I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
But it has come to that time. We are over on YouTube. We're not giving YouTube much. So join us over on the other side where we will finish this and talk about some gay shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Clarence Thomas might have actually gotten his wish. We got some things we need to talk about, and this might be a little bit of an interesting subject for everybody. Let's see how y'all respond to that. But you have to be on the Rumble side. You got the link right there in the chat. Go ahead and follow us over there. You got 3 minutes.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you